Welcome back to Local 5 Live. Getting together with family over the holidays is a really good time to kind of keep an eye out for some indications you may need to update your estate planning.
It is today's topic with Hooper Law Office. Attorneys Justin and Collin join us. Nice to see you both.
Hey guys.
Good to see you guys.
What are some of those key signs that we might want to watch for during the holidays that could indicate a loved one is maybe declining a bit?
Yeah, so there's a few different things that people might want to take a look out for, rather. One of the biggest things that you can look for is changes in memory. So a lot of people look at things like dementia or Alzheimer's as somebody having a bad memory, but that's not always the case. Some people just have never had a really good memory. So it's changes in that memory. Things like, could mom not remember the recipes that she could always remember off the top of her head? Are they forgetting names or things that they've always remembered in the past? So it's those changes you want to take a look for. And then also in terms of just cleanliness of the house, is there changes there? Are they having hygiene issues that they didn't have in the past? So changes, I think, are the big key term there.
Change, yeah. All right, so what do we do if we notice some of these changes?
Well, one thing that you can do is there's a lot of resources out there if you have, maybe an indication that something is changing, like your local ADRC. So most counties are going to have a spot for you at the ADRC where you can go and gather resources to help you with that. Otherwise, if you have a relationship with the person's doctor, maybe reaching out to that doctor to see if they have any suggestions or things they can help. Or if you're comfortable speaking with the person about it, maybe encouraging them to, speak to the doctor about some of the things that are happening.
Do you have any tips to approach these sensitive conversations if we do notice this without causing as much tension or stress?
Yeah, obviously that's the hard part, right? Nobody wants to upset the person because they're there to help. And I think that's the key way of approaching it, is saying, we want to make sure that we have the right resources in place for you. Oftentimes it can be framed as a way of, we want to make sure that you can stay at home as long as possible and maybe find some resources there to help you with that. So it's not about taking that control away from somebody, it's about keeping as much control with them as you possibly can.
So how then can either an estate plan or a long-term care plan help us make sure those things that Justin just talked about can happen?
So, first of all, laying the foundation of having good documents like financial power of attorney in place to help if somebody wants you to or needs you to, in the case of memory decline, step into their shoes for paying bills and doing other financial things that they might do. Having healthcare powers of attorney in place so that you can help that person make healthcare decisions for themselves, or even be able to find a facility that best suits their needs. And then as far as planning in advance, there are certain tools and techniques that can be used to preserve assets if you are planning for the future. But then if you don't have, the luxury of planning for the future, making sure that those documents that I just mentioned, like the financial power of attorney, are in place and they have the types of authorities you want so that your agent can help you in that situation.